In this activity video, we'll be using match expressions to control the logic of a program. So go ahead and fire up Visual Studio Code and we'll get started. Navigate to your activities directory and open up A4A. So this is activity 4A. Just double click and the file should be displayed. So as we can see, this activity is about decision making using match. As usual with activities, attempt to do this on your own with the video paused, and then once you're completed, resume the video to see how I did the implementation and to gain any insights on the lesson. All right, let's get started. So this topic, as mentioned, is about decision making using match. So the program requirements state that we need to display two separate things. We should display it's true or it's false based on the value of a Boolean variable. And our notes indicate that we should create a variable and set it to either true or false. So we can pick whichever we like, and we need to be using a match expression to determine which message should be displayed. I'm going to copy these notes into the main function. So we need a Boolean variable. I'm going to name it myBool, and I'm going to start with false. So that's our variable. We need to use a match expression to determine which message to display. So to create a match expression, we use the keyword match, then the variable that we're matching on. In this case, it is myBool. We then have curly braces. At this point, we need to list out all possibilities that the myBool variable may possibly contain. Since we know that Booleans are either true or false, we only need to list out two separate conditions. So when myBool is true, we are going to do a print line and print out it's true per the instructions. Once we're done with that possibility, we finish it with a comma. The next possibility is false. And then we're going to do a print line, it's false. We can then end with a comma, just as before, and our program should be complete. So let's take a look at how this works. First, we create a Boolean variable named myBool. We set it to the value of false. So myBool contains the value of false. We then use match on myBool. So when you're matching something, you're checking every possible condition that myBool may be in. Since it's a Boolean and it can only be true or false, we check for true and we check for false. When the code executes, if myBool is true, then it'll print out it's true. Whereas if myBool is false, which it is in this case, then it will print out it's false. So let's run this program and see what happens. To run the program, go up to Terminal, click on New Terminal, then you can type in cargo run -q--bin and the activity number. This is activity 4A, so I'm going to enter A4A and then hit enter to run the program. As we can see, it's false is displayed since we set the variable we're checking to the value of false. If we were to go back and change it to true, then it should display it's true. So let's give that a go and confirm that's the behavior we get. We'll rerun it, and we see now that the output is it's true because the myBool variable is set to true, and when we use the match expression on it, we see that it is true, and it prints out it's true. This concludes the activity video on basic match expressions. I'll see you in the next presentation.